Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here, back with another guide for Final Fantasy VII Remake. This time I'm going to show you how to take down Ghoul, one of the bosses in the train graveyard. This fight is a lot easier than it looks, and if you are familiar with JRPG tactics, you'll probably guess why. Ghoul is an undead enemy, so this means that any healing abilities or healing items will deal damage to him. I was not able to get a one-shot KO with the Phoenix down. That did not work. I did try a bunch of times. You will see me try it a bunch in this guide, but it didn't work. That said, any healing spells and items will deal damage to him. I will explain those as we go on. So the boss has two forms, a corporeal form, if you will, and a ghostly form. When it's in its physical form, it will take physical damage, but when it is in its ghost form, it will only take magic damage. That said, in either form, healing items will deal damage to it. So as you can see there, used a potion, dealt 374, and eventually I'm going to figure out that Raise, one of the spells that you can get in the game using the life materia, I believe it is, whatever the resurrection materia is, that will deal a ton of damage to the boss. So I'm going to start using that and just spamming it. It's also insanely cheap at 7 MP per cast, so you can literally just spam Raise and the boss will drop really quickly. We're going to figure that out in a bit on footage, but for now, we're just going to do our best to do the boss, I guess, the correct way, or the intended way, or the described way, as it would be in the sense materia, and that is to cast spells when it's in the ghost form and use physical attacks when it's in the physical form. So here, we're just going to use the Phoenix down. We're going to try it. It's going to miss. Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't work. I am going to try it a bunch more times. You'll see me use it a few more times, because in the original Final Fantasy VII, there was an undead boss in the Cosmo Canyon Cavern that if you used the Phoenix down, it could kill it. X potions did work, but I do not believe there are X potions available in this game, and there's definitely not any up to this point, so if you have one, let me know, but I don't think they exist in the remake yet, at least this first chapter. So we are going to keep trying Phoenix downs. They're not going to work. You'll see that it says, it just misses, or sometimes it'll deal a little bit of damage. It's not going to give you the one-hit KO. But now we are going to start using Raise, and you see how much damage it does. It does 747 damage for 7 MP cost. And if you have this on Aerith, who has a high amount of MP, you'll realize you can just keep spamming it. So that's what we're going to do. And while she's spamming that, I'm going to try regen. That didn't work. Did a little bit of damage at 187, and it does seem to have a tick. I can see the buff on the boss, but I don't ever see it actually doing anything. So, yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on there. It's certainly not healing him, but it doesn't look like it's doing any damage to him. So, we have him down to about 50% health, so we're going to keep spamming some spells on him. Now that he is in the physical form, it's not going to work, but, yeah, we're going to cure up. We're going to get people to some more full health. The boss is going to use some abilities. Telekinesis, he's going to pick up some benches, some computers, try to throw them at us. For these, you can just block, and you won't take too much damage from them. Yeah, here we go. They can bounce you up and interrupt you, so that's always tough. He's going to switch into the ghost form. You're going to build up some ATB with Aerith. Put down Tempest. It's a really good way to deal some quick damage to him. And then we are going to use Raise one more time. It's going to deal about the same amount of damage, about 740. Yep, just like that. It's really the most powerful spell against this boss, for real. Eventually the boss will pick up basically every item in the entire room and start trying to throw them at you. So it's going to get a little dicey here. Cutscene plays, and this is when things get a little crazy. It's going to go nuts and just deal a bunch of damage. Gets this other head kind of out of nowhere. Going to pick up some more flames. Cloud's going to rescue Tifa and Aerith, and then the fight will resume shortly after that. It kind of just repositions things, and then the boss will have flames popping up throughout the arena that will move and will block your path. So at this point, you really want to, A, avoid the flames, obviously, but B, this is just a good opportunity to start using healing spells, because you don't have to be in line of sight. They just go right to him, and yeah, they just do a lot of damage. Raise is incredible in this fight. Had I figured that out from the start, I literally would have just stuck Aerith in a corner, had her keep using Raise, and then just use Ethers on her with the other characters. So we're going to use Raise again here. It's going to deal 747 damage about, and yeah, 747 right there. So it's really quick. It deals a ton of damage. If you don't have it, the way you fight the boss is the intended way. Use physical attacks when it's in its physical form. cast spells when it's in the ghost form, and that's kind of it. So boss is going to start dropping here. Sitting a Tempest on its ghost form, because the ghost form really doesn't move, is very effective. You know, it deals a ton of damage to the boss, and it's like a free, powerful spell cast. You know, it doesn't cost any MP. You don't even need ATB. You just hold triangle and sit it down, you know, wherever the boss is. The boss really doesn't move much, and yeah, it's free damage. It's great. So we're gonna heal Cloud up here because the boss is gonna move again. It's gonna put down the flames just like before, and then we are gonna keep attacking on the boss. If you're caught in that AoE, it can stun your character. It'll kind of stagger them for a bit, and then they won't be able to do anything. So once it goes back to the Ghoul form, or the Ghost form rather, I'm going to cast Raise with Aerith, try to put down a Tempest while it's sitting there. Just use Raise again, and then we're actually going to cast this twice, I believe, so now that we have ATB. Yep, go ahead and cast it again. And then I don't think we're going to be able to pressure this thing. I think it dies before then. But yeah, it's a pretty easy fight. It looks intimidating, and the boss can deal a lot of damage to you if you're not careful. But you know, you just gotta kind of watch out for the flames, watch out for the stuff that is trying to throw your way. Here comes Piercing Scream. Cloud is gonna get stunned again, and then we're gonna move over with Tifa. We are going to use Star Shower, very, very powerful attack, and then the boss is gonna drop, and that's it. So use healing items, healing spell. It will take down the boss really fast. Won't build stagger meter. But yeah, it's very effective. And that's it. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Final Fantasy VII Remake, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. You can also join the new community Discord. The link for that is in the video description below. If you'd like to support the channel monetarily, you can become a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and on Twitch. And as always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
That wasn't nice. We gotta switch it up. Cut!